All right, everyone, it's Rubio, literally Little Marco, and which is what he has been the whole time, pushing red flag, gun confiscation bullshit on the national level. It's taken hold in some states, like I think they adopted it here, and it's like in every place where it's been implemented, it's currently under lawsuit. It's just like some of these states, including Vermont, which have raised the age to buy firearms of one class or another. Every single one of these things is being, actively sought after in a legal case by at least one party within all of these states. It's not a settled matter in the eyes of the justice system whether any of these things are actually constitutional. Of course, I take the position that they're clearly not. It's clearly not lawful to deprive someone who has reached the age of majority, who's 18 to 21, to deprive them of the Second Amendment. It's unconstitutional. You can't convert a right into a privilege. Likewise, red flag laws. The idea that the police can come on a report, let's say you have a girlfriend or something, and she's like, oh well, he's a dangerous person. He has to sign this affidavit. They come and they disarm you pending, potential litigation. The problem is, again, you cannot convert a right into a privilege, and it's not just an element of the Second Amendment that's a hazard here. It's not just in a vacuum, guns or no guns, pro-gun, anti-gun. That's part of the argument. And I take a fairly literalistic stance on the Second Amendment, saying it's fairly clear what it says, it's fairly clear what it means. We've already got laws that technically violate the Second Amendment. It goes further into the issue of due process. That is, should the government or a force that represents in some way a legal authority, should it be able to strip you of one of your constitutional rights without due process first, without a warrant being issued that would allow the normal legal system to proceed? The idea that you haven't actually violated a law but people think you're an imminent threat, well, that's a totally subjective argument to make. You could think that someone poses an imminent threat because they posted the wrong lyrics online. There have been cases where people have been prosecuted for doing exactly that. Are we therefore going to go around and say, well, government has a right to remove guns temporarily or permanently from anyone who's ever posted rap lyrics, from anyone who's ever posed with their gun in a threatening manner? Again, totally subjective. That's not part of the Constitution. The Constitution is meant to be much more ironclad and straightforward than that. That is, there's no excuse for the government to violate it based on a compelling or pragmatic need. That's totally in question, the idea that that would be acceptable. SCOTUS will eventually have to rule on these things. My feeling is that it'll be probably a 5-4 decision against the states that are implementing such laws. Now we have, though, Marco Rubio coming along and trying to export it to a federal model, and he's a Republican. And this goes to show what I've said for years, which is that a lot of the Republicans, they're not pro-gun. They're not pro-gun at all. They're just less anti-gun than the people on the other side of the aisle. You've got one party that wants more confiscation and restrictions and bureaucracy and tyranny, basically. And then you have another that says, well, all the bureaucracy and confiscation and tyranny and regulations that have already been passed in the last century, those are okay. Just don't add any more of them. And then you have people like Marco Rubio say, well, think of the children. No, you shouldn't think of the children when you're making a constitutional argument. That's exactly the wrong thing to do. Thinking of the children gave us the Patriot Act. Oh, think of all the children that could... think of your children when you think of Saddam Hussein gassing people or whatever. That's the excuse that's used. Think of the children. We have to go bomb these people. Think of the children. We need to restrict your rights some more. Marco Rubio knows better, by the way, than to make such a stupid argument. He's just a tyranny lover. He's a big state lover. He's not a conservative. He's never been a conservative. He's a center leftist on many issues. Why do you think, by the way... And by the way, chest still a little bit congested. Better today, but still there. Just think, remember when he was confronted by Alex Jones and pretended not to know who it was, despite the fact that he was literally about to attend a meeting about tech censorship? Yeah, he's not totally fucking clueless. So what is he actually? He's being disingenuous. He knew full well who it was, didn't want to have to parlay with him, and so I just said, basically, don't touch me, I'll drop you myself, because I'm a big man, even though I wear lifts in my shoes and snort coke all day long or whatever. And then he goes into a stupid meeting to be stupid and decide inevitably with censorship. He's a censorship lover. He's an anti-gunner. He's not a conservative. He's a fiscal hawk. He doesn't want to defend the border. He's pro-open borders. Marco Rubio is a total sellout. Why the hell doesn't he have a D after his name? Hell, he'd probably be too far left than some Democrats on that issue. Why doesn't he join the Green Party, basically? Oh, probably because he doesn't want environmentalism. What an idiot. I'm so glad that he only... Well, what did he win? Like one actual state and then a couple of territories during the primaries in 2016? Yeah, you're going to be the representative of what is good and noble as far as guns go. And by the way, the red flag legislation won't save lives. It really won't. Most of the time, what do people always say when some kid shoots up this goal? Either they were a total psycho, and they usually got the gun illegally, so, red flag legislation is not going to help you. Or, oh, they were such a nice kid. I never would have guessed that this dude had 10 bodies stashed under his fucking basement, in his basement. John Wayne Gacy, perfect example. Oh, we never would. Seemed like such a nice dude. Yeah, we knew he was a felon, but, he did like the kids' birthday parties and shit. He seemed so totally fucking normal. Some harmless weirdo is never the shooter or the serial killer. It's either someone who's just totally whacked out all the time, or someone who's like, what was his name? Which one was it? Bundy, or the one that was like totally like a model citizen, dressed in a very stuffy manner actually, and other than his psycho smile and things like that. It's a really interesting subject. Pretty sure that was Bundy. The one that was like, you could imagine him being the next Mr. Rogers or something. Marco Rubio has never been someone that I respected. I find it funny some people have, and it's like, yeah, okay, a broken clock occasionally is right. The fact that Marco Rubio occasionally says something sane, well, anyone's going to. Even a fucking total nut is going to say something. Bernie Sanders occasionally utters something coherent. That doesn't mean he's a stable individual. Marco Rubio apparently far less, because the problem... Here's the thing. I have more of a problem with someone like Rubio who pretends to be, a sane, sort of center-right... I'm kind of sort of young and hip and speak the language. Yeah, I want lower taxes. I like the Second Amendment. I have less respect for someone like that who secretly harbors totally anti-second beliefs, totally anti-First Amendment beliefs, doesn't believe apparently in the right to privacy, by the way, at least in the tech world. I have less respect for that than someone who comes out like maybe an Alexandria Cortez and like, oh yeah, fuck you and your views, censorship is great, guns are bad, yeah, let's raise the marginal tax rate on the rich to 70%. At least she's being straightforward about it. Marco Rubio's the sort of person who just he puts on a facade and pretends on the surface to be something that he's not. What a goofball. That's about all. Peace out.